So Tom, we're 2 months into the season. How do you feel you're settled in at the club?
I've really enjoyed it actually. The lads have, the people who have been here have really welcomed me to the club. There's some new lads who have also come this season, so we've all gelled together well. They're a good bunch of lads, all apart from Lewis McMahon, who, to be fair, unfortunately is a bit of an idiot, but we'll get on with that.
Looking back over September, it was a topsy-turvy month with some good results away from home, a bit patchy at Bootham Crescent. Why do you think that is, that we're better away than we are at home?
I think maybe because we go with the attitude away that we don't have to win. We go with the attitude of defending well and then maybe going on the break to get the goals. Whereas maybe at home, I think most teams always like to try and entertain, and obviously you're going for the win more, which means you're also leaving yourself slightly vulnerable at the back, and perhaps that's got something to do with it.
Do you think teams have come to Bootham Crescent just to defend and get a draw?
Oh, some have definitely come to defend and get a draw, and it starts frustrating you. And as you become frustrated, you start making mistakes, and that's when obviously they come in and nick goals.
Now, in one of the games in September, you unfortunately got a red card, and it must have been really frustrating for you because it was a defensive mix-up.
It was a little bit of a mix-up, but I think I'll take more responsibility than anyone else. I've given TY a bit of stick about that, saying it was his fault, but it wasn't really.
And so obviously we're on a good run at that particular point, and with the red card, you must have been disappointed to lose your place, even if it was only for one game.
Yeah, to be honest, it's the first red card I've ever had, and obviously sitting on the touchlines watching the game, it's awful. I don't particularly like it one bit. It's just one of these things, and you have to get on with it.
And against Morecambe, young Aaron Reid came in, did really well. Did you give him some of your experience?
Well, I just trained with him during the week, and to be fair, he's a very good keeper. You know, he like I've said to many people, he's got all the attributes to be a great keeper, and he did come in and had a really good game. And to be honest, I was half expecting the manager to maybe say, well, look, I can't really drop him because he's made 4 or 5 good saves. But luckily, he put me back in, and I was pleased to get back in there.
So you've got a wealth of Football League experience. What do you think the standard's like in the conference, especially thinking about some of the strikers you might come up against at this level?
I think this standard's pretty good, you know. The teams in especially the second division, they'll be no better, and if not slightly worse than the teams in the conference, because obviously teams come up and they seem to do very well in the league, and they get promoted first time. So pretty on a similar par.
Because there have been 1 or 2 games where you've had quite a quiet time of it.
Yeah, there's been a few, but there's been games where we've been on top and had nothing to do, and we've still not won. So unfortunately, it doesn't always mean, because you've had a quiet game, that it's the best way. Maybe it's better to have a busy game and make sure you get the win.
Now, City in the past have had quite a few keepers that like a bit of banter with the crowd and like to mess about a bit, but you seem to be totally focused on the game and you don't seem to let anything get to you or disturb you. Is that something you picked up at a higher level, or is that just the way you are?
I mean, in the home fans or the away fans?
All of them.
Right. If home fans start giving you your stick, you know you're in trouble. But I don't mind the away fans giving you banter or the home fans, but no, I prefer to concentrate on the game, to be honest. I remember a long time ago I was playing against Hull City, and our fans, I think it was 3-1 up, and I turned around, applauded them. We went and drew 3-3. So I think from that point on, I've given up any banter with the crowd.
And finally, the Longhurst have already started singing Super Tommy Evans. Does that give you a bit of a kick when you run out onto the field?
To be honest, I really appreciate that, to be honest. I've been to team, at Scunthorpe for a long time, and you always appreciate it as a player. But they seem to be giving me their own little song, and I've not been here too long, and it's really nice, to be honest. I enjoy it.
Well, I'm sure it'll continue. Thanks for your time, Tom.
No problem, thank you.